We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. It's Jay Williams.
Look at you, giving my hometown some love. Respect to the Queen City. It's going to be a big-time game tonight. Let's see who's ready to play on the floor.
You are a king in those parts. You never forget where it all began. And we're ready to start this one at midcourt. Nuggets have the first possession. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander, keep an eye on this guy. Slams it down.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
To Millsap. To Will Barton. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a match.
To Jokic. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Clippers have the basketball. Beverly. Here comes the screen. And the finish. Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Murray into the front court. They trail by 2. To Jokic. Not that time. Down low, Gallinari. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Murray with the basketball. Down 4. Knocked loose. Barton. They'll work it down to Millsap. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Beverly into the front court. 2-point advantage. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Beverly to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the shot clock. Knocks it down from mid-range.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Murray with it. Trailing by 4. Barton. To Millsap. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Not that time. Jokic. To Millsap. Jokic to Millsap. 4-3. And Paul Millsap, he's an all-star. You give him that space, he's going to take advantage.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide-open 3.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Beverly to Williams. He connects off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Nuggets have the possession. Thomas turns and slams it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Beverly into the front court. Leads just a point. To Williams. LA with 4 to shoot. Williams. From long range. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Deep three at the buzzer. 3 at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back in it after 1 quarter of play. First quarter down as we get ready to start the second. Boy, you talk about offensive efficiency. It was really high.
Well, the offense is hitting on all cylinders. Great ball movement, great shooting, great passing. But my goodness, has the defense been horrific. Can we do something about that, please, in the second quarter?
Has a chance, knocks it down off the step back.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Nuggets have the possession. Thomas. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Thomas. Denver with 4 to shoot. Has a look. A shot no good by Harris.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. He'll get it down low to Harold. The pass set it all up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Thomas across the timeline. Down 5. Oh, had him going there for a second. That's out. Last touch by Isaiah Thomas. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions, LA.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander forcing one there. Well defended. It's Denver's ball. To Millsap. Thomas. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Murray into the front court. 5-point game. Oh, Nikola Jokic. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Beverly. Pass there, taken away by Denver. Barton on the drive, can't finish. To Gilgeous-Alexander. To Beverly. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Changes coming from both sides right now. Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense to Millsap. Not that time. Beverly into the front court. Leads 5. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Barton to Jokic. Won't go. Even to Zubats. Swats it. Jokic.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Will Barton. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Missed it. It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly. Knocked loose. Nuggets have it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Beasley at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That's looking to make something happen. Down low, Gallinari. Scores from the post.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Millsap. Down low, Jokic. Defense making the ball handler work. Nikola Jokic. 3 for 6 now.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Pass stolen by the Nuggets. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Clippers are out in front.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Clippers have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Nuggets would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. And someone needs to step up offensively if they plan to win this game. Not a single player has gotten into double digits yet.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Denver Nuggets were non-existent in the paint defensively through the first 2 quarters. You can't give up easy points and expect to have success. The problem became more apparent to me closer to halftime, resulting in the kind of plays in our highlight package.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's the Clippers with the possession now to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Hey, left.
Beverly to Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Another shot won't go either. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Murray with the basketball. The deficit is 6. Millsap. Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Beverly into the front court. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Doesn't have the touch, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Hey, kick me the ball.
Screen coming. To Will Barton. Has a chance.
Being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Ouch. Doesn't look good here. Doc's going to make some changes. Hope he makes a speedy recovery after the game. First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Murray with it. The deficit now up to 5. To Jokic. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Jumper's good.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Beverly. Screen coming. Up and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Millsap. Barton to Jokic. Five seconds to shoot. Has a look.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Beverly. And the rebound belongs to Denver. Runner's good there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Alexander. Fires the three. That no good. Off the mark. Martin into the front court. His guys down three. Here comes the screen. Barton to Millsap. Had a chance, but it's no good. Alexander. Knocked loose. Keeps the ball in bounds. That's what you want to see. Add 2 points to the board. Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Hey, double screen. Hook it. Here come a left.
Thomas looked that time, but off the mark. Beverly into the front court. Up 5. Hat-trick Beverly. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
No good.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
And look out. Desperation shot here from half court. 3 quarters complete. The Clippers have the lead. It's the Nuggets with the, and I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Tough-looking shot there.
Keeping it simple is the best way.
Murray into the front court. His guys down by 9. Barton. Knocks it down off the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Beverly to Williams. Finish that. Murray into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Off the pro hop. Strong footwork.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Beverly. Barton into the front court. Down 5. Slam dunk, Will Barton.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Martin into the front court. Down 3. Short jumper won't go down. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Will Barton. To Millsap. Beyond the arc for 3. Not that time. He missed it. Williams across the timeline. Up by 3. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lou Williams. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Stepping in for the number 15, Nikola Jokic.
Come on, yo. Hey, clear out. I got this. Come on, yo. Come on, yo.
And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul Millsap snatching it out of the air. Martin into the front court. They're down 3. Isaiah Thomas. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Trying to cash in. That's no good. To Thomas. Millsap. To Jokic. Goes to the right side. Barton. Montrezl Harrell with a piece.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Beverly shot no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Clippers have the basketball. Gilgeous-Alexander. Here comes the screen. Nikola Jokic sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Nikola Jokic. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And he hits.
That might have affected there, considering the score.
Murray with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. Here comes the screen. Tough make through traffic.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Now the Clippers call a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Nice pass to get things going. Now whistle. Timeout for Denver. Let's see what they come up with. Down a point here in the final minute. Deep three at the buzzer. Yes! 3 for the win at the buzzer. My goodness! It came down to one shot. He stepped up and buried it to win the ball game.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Nuggets won in dramatic fashion, ending today's matchup with an incredible buzzer beater. You can see it again right here. You'll definitely be seeing this one on SportsCenter. Check out the leading scores for the Denver Nuggets. The Clippers finished on the losing end of a close score. And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Paul Millsap put together an incredible game, highlighted by his amazing defense. Not many guys come up with this many blocks and steals.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.